Good morning. Out on Betty, just out for a little ride over to Bodmin, which is about 10 miles from me. I've got to go and, funny enough, I've got to go to Specsavers, so order some new glasses. So we're heading over to Bodmin. I haven't been on Betty for a while, well, about a week, so just taking her for a little run out. Heading out now to a place called Luxillian, nice little village on the edge of Bodmin Moor, basically. So yeah, we will head up there. Nice road, nice, should be well, fairly quiet roads. Not bad at all this morning. Seems to be purring along nicely. It's a lot better. I can go over 40. Oh, I've been up to 45, up to nearly 50 anyway, so I've been sort of running her in through the gears. Not too long in one gear, I guess. She's had a service now, so got some fresh oil in there. I'll probably do it before the next service as well. I'll change the oil in the, oh bloody hell, potholes here along this, on this bend, terrible. Be lovely sweeping bends, but the trouble is on these bends, a lot of them have got some awful potholes in. Can have quite a lot of fun around these bends. Now the better weather's here, it seems to be better weather anyway. I can get on a few nights, a few runs further afield out on Betty. I've been out on the Himalayan. Tracks are drying out a little bit now, so probably get another load of rain before long, say that. But at least I can I want to do more of the Tet over towards the north coast. Here we are, we're just coming into the village of Luxillian. Very small village, got a little village shop, nice pub down here on the left. It's actually one of the few pubs around. It's actually got a bowling alley. A lot of the pubs in Somerset I know have bowling alleys. I didn't know many in Cornwall. It's like Skittles, it's well, Skittles and bowling I think. But the pub's just here on the left hand side, do nice food actually. But they're on the other, over the other side of that road there, they've got a little Skittle alley, which is more accustomed to Somerset I think. Just a bit narrow up for here, there's plenty of room on me on my bike, so. Oh, I've got a horse up here, so I think she's turning right, is she? Always a nice sight, young lady on a horse. Sort of goes well together actually, this old bike and horses I suppose. About the same speed a lot of the time. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Ooh. Cheers, bud. Thank you. That's the only trouble around here. There's not a lot of room on the roads, and you've got to be a bit careful. So I was saying, I mean, we talk about Royal Enfields and Himalayans and stuff like that, and I see a few people on the old Facebook page on about Himalayans and about people moaning about them, this, that and the other Royal Enfields. But I love them. I really like them. I wanted an old British bike. And I suppose I could go out and buy a British bike, an old British bike, but to be honest, I've got a lot of interests. I don't really, I'm not saying never, I might end up buying one, but I wanted a bike that looks classic, that I can ride as well, and have a bit of reliability, I guess, and get from A to B in a reasonable manner. So that's why I opted up this little 350 Classic. There's a bit of a debate on the I saw on the forum Exeter Rider, Saddlebags, and the all year motorcyclists and a few others talking about the Classic 500. Yeah, I agree with everything they're saying about them, really. The Classic 500. I had a 500 Bullet, but it was the old style with a twin seat. I didn't like the styling of that bike. That was a 2018, but not a Classic. Nice bike, and yeah, it's a little bit more of a thumper and a bit more power, but I guess it's just come up on offer, and I went for the 350 because I went and I did try one of the 350s out when they first come out, and every review I've read basically saying how smooth and this, that and the other the 350 is. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It's growing on, well, not growing on me, I like the bike already, so we're now heading across. We're sort of like skirting Bodmin Moor. We're not on Bodmin Moor yet really, but we're not far away from it. Over to my right is a place called Helmantor. That's quite nice up there, so I'm going to have to stop here. That's the trouble, you see, these old boys, a lot of them don't bother slowing down hardly. The trouble is you can't really back up very well on a motorbike, can you? You've got to sort of like try and manoeuvre about, and it's not that easy. Going backwards is what I mean. So you really got to tuck yourself in. And would you want a big GS down here or something like that? I don't know. A big sports bike. These roads, I mean, a bit difficult on a sports bike, I think, down here. Yeah, some nice little twisty lanes, but you can't go very quick because traffic coming towards you. You never know what you're going to meet. And the roads are in such poor condition, a lot of them. I mean, this one's got gravel all over it anyway, this road. It's not too bad, it's dry at the moment as well, but there's potholes, a lot of gravel down the middle, often get grass and mud down the middle of the road. Yeah, I can stick to the main roads, but I don't like sticking to the main roads really. I want to be out and explore. Quite fancy a phaser or something like that, or I keep looking at the Honda ST, and I was tempted when Saddlebags was selling his ST. I must admit I was tempted at the time, and I've looked at a couple. Well, not been in and looked at them, I've looked at them online basically. I do like the idea of an ST. It's just I don't think I'd use them very often. That's the problem. So not too far away from Bodmin now. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the classic 350, to be honest with you. And as I say, I've got that classic look, and I mean, the amount of attention it draws, and it's the same if you've got 500 as well. You get a lot of attention, and you pull up anywhere and park anywhere, and there's always someone comes up and has a look. Oh, I can remember the Royal Enfields. I used to have one of them. My dad used to have one of them. And then you get into a conversation. I didn't know they built these anymore. And he explained they're built in India, and so on and so forth. Lovely bikes, lovely bikes. And I'm still taking it quite steady on the bike. I mean, you know, I'm over the first 300 miles. She's had a service, so I'm increasing the speed slowly. I'm sort of like anywhere between 40 and 50. Keep it at that, really. I think the trick is not to put the engine under too much strain. But obviously use it as it's intended. See, this is a bit more of a main road, heading up towards Bodmin. Just coming into a village called Natter. There's a bike there for sale. Look, what's that? Blimey, £2,000, little under 125. Oh, that's an old one. He's got he sells a few bikes there, but bloody expensive. Oh, don't want to be a naughty boy on a little 350 Enfield, do I? Often get a police car down there. Oh, a lovely Mini. Oh, lovely old Mini there.